Good evening. Once again, we return to the story of Caius, Spellsword, Dunmer, Eternal Champion, former agent of the Blades, most loyal servant of the Emperor. Former head of the Blades in Vardenfell, finest career in Tamriel, Auditor of the Great Houses, Nerevarine, champion of Cyrodiil, chosen of Sheogorath. I've been running into a very bad habit of recording these at incredibly inconvenient hours, so I'm going to do my best to give this a full duration. But, both my my work obligations as well as my, just my fatigue, might not permit that. Just as a heads up.
Needs to travel to the House of Dementia to seek an audience with Syl. Harris, oh yes, he wanted that to be an accident.
That's right, I was looking for a sweet roll too. What was I looking for? Excuse me. Sorry, I've completely forgotten what I was trying to do. I guess it would be under ingredients. Sorry, I just need a second here. I started recording, but I didn't deal with something. This will just take a minute. All right. Sorry about that. We're ready to go. So I think at this point we just head back to New Sheogorath. It actually seems like it might be a little bit faster to go through Dementia. also don't recall if I've got enough souls in this thing. Or, this doesn't need souls, it needs, well, whatever it eats. I know it needs a certain number of kills.
We should go hunting soon. Take care.
Guess they're just letting anyone in now. There's definitely something with health there. Better not be my horse. See if I can find the, alright. I was really just looking for the, excuse me, I was looking for the, marker for the cave. I will get to use my shield, right? The first question is whether or not I've been in here before. I have not. It is nice that the fights are something of a challenge, but it is. I am starting to realize some of the limitations of combat. So one of the main purposes of going in here, in addition to just adventuring, is I want to get those remaining lives. And then, of course, you know, if there's something to be found down here, so much the better. I am still looking for amber matrices. So what happens with that dagger is probably not a bad example. Like, I could not possibly imagine getting that kind of a reaction if I parried with a single weapon like that for myself. And I'm not entirely sure the archer has quite earned the ability to pull that on me. So here I want to try and recover a bit of health, or some stamina rather. Oh. That might be everything, but let's double check. That's why we check. Most of the time, what it looks like, it's the edge of the wall. It's usually right, but I'm a bit of an idiot. So, I hope I got enough. Soul tomato. Clearly we didn't get enough lives. Feels a bit anticlimactic for an realize a computer in 2022 is really struggling to render the sheer power that is Oblivion. Nice. I think I need to get a bit better at claiming these souls. I think we only need 2 more for the quota. Let's give it a shot. So pearl's a good find. I'm actually gonna save for that. There is something of a question as to what exactly I think I'm doing here. Obviously, I don't have a quest, and I'm assuming that's that's going to be related to the imprisoned elder. But it hasn't hurt too much yet, so. Really need to unlock a cage like that. I thought that was going to take me to the surface world, but... Run free! I'll admit there's actually something kind of charming about running through this, having this little story about the escape of the Gnarls, and having absolutely no idea what's going on. You may not want to look at that. I'll just, yeah. We meet again. Excuse me. How did I miss this? Gonna have to be quite a bit more careful about the about future pickups. I can obviously do some inventory juggling, but alright, well, we already hit the already hit the limit, so do it one at a time. Mithril is definitely not anything too special at this point. For some reason, I always like to explore my alternatives before heading down. Gotcha.
Oh! Ow!
So one reason I'm not making a beeline for the cage right now is the track record with ally behavior has been very, very mixed. I would rather not have another enemy.
Oh! Oh! Ha!
I understand the prisoner might be a little grouchy for choosing to loot before freeing them, but that explains it. Oh.
Ah! Ah!
Get me out of here. Sorry, I wasn't sure if I covered it all yet. So the nice news is when we do finally make it to the capital, New Sheogorath, the stores will be open so I can unload some of this weight. I wouldn't mind doing fights if I felt that there was a chance to get some amber matrices, but those have proven elusive so far. Alright, that would be good because that's Knights of Order, but I don't exactly have the inventory. Sometimes forget that I can run very fast and that this is a viable option. Another detail that I would like to see is when I get to the main city. So we don't have temples to the 9, which means my usual means of getting rid of more permanent status effects has been lost. So it'll be helpful to take a quick look and see what, if anything, needs to be recovered. Milady.
Mad God's blessings. Walk with our Lord.
By the way, if these are the guard...
May I serve?
Oh, just explaining something to the companions. So if these are the outfits for the, you know, the Guardians of Sheogorath, I'm kind of hoping the next DLC is in the Realm of Dibella.
Rainy Roo, Rainy Roo.
Who's the guy I need to kill again?
Apologies, Simpson, but I must.
Sometimes I come up here to think. Everything looks so small from up here. Makes me feel better, you know? Like I'm not so small myself. But that feeling only lasts a little while. And I start thinking about how miserable everything is. And then all I want to do is step off the ledge.
That gives me an idea.
I can't just jump. Don't want to end up on the hill. But I hope that someday, maybe, a big gust of wind will come and push me off, so I can end it all.
Today's your lucky day.
What?
So,
Mad God's blessings.
glad we understand each
Walk
other.
with our Lord.
Here's, Clytemnestra is dead, just as he wanted. I can now get my reward from his house. The key should be on his corpse.
That was, considerably easier than I had thought.
How may I serve?
Is this your first time to the museum? Perhaps you would care for a tour. I am the Curator of the Museum of Oddities, Una Armina. Have we met? You look familiar.
I thought this was a weapons
I'm
store.
always looking for new exhibits, so remember me when you come across anything odd.
Have you been outside? Alright, let's take the tour.
Would you like a tour of the museum?
Yes, but first I need to go to the bathroom, so I will be back. Sorry about that. Yes, I would like a tour.
Wonderful. Follow me and I'll show you around my little collection of oddities. Look closely and you'll see a tiny skull. These pygmies used to live in the Shivering Isles until they were all eaten by grummites, poor dears. Here's a real oddity for you. An arm of one of the gatekeepers. This one was killed by... oh, I forget now. A lovely specimen in any case. Up here is a little beauty. The Ring of Desiccation. Walk on water and breathe underwater at the same time. Odd, if you think about it for a minute. I hope you've enjoyed the tour. Feel free to stay and browse for as long as you like.
Thanks.
Welcome to the Museum of Oddities. Let me know if you'd like a tour of our exhibits.
There's another tour.
Would you like a tour of the museum? Wonderful. Follow me and I'll show you around my little collection of oddities. Look closely and you'll see a tiny skull.
Alright, you know what? We'll deal with that later. I don't know why I checked that again.
You've been unfaithful. His blades are dull and uninspired. Mine are sharp and exquisite. Need something Take your time.
Would you like to hear a joke? Yes, you would.
Where'd you get that? That's good. It's good of you. You can't. You're pathetic. Oh, that's great. That's really too much. I like. Let's just talk. You're too. I like that a lot. Oh, you're pathetic.
I'm not very good at this.
Oh, that's great. That's really too. Is that. You're a bit. That's not bad. Weapons and armor here. Not for that. Not for that. That's a fair deal. Are you trying? Fair bar. That's a fair deal. That's a fair deal. That seems fair. I can accept. That's a fair. A fair bar. I can. That seems fair to me. A fair bargain. I can accept that. A fair bargain. That seems... I can accept... That seems fair to me. A fair bargain. You got a good deal. That's a fair deal. That's a fair... You got a good... I can accept that. A fair bargain. That seems fair. That seems fair to me. That's a fair... That's a fair deal. That's a fair deal. Fair bargain. You got a good deal there. If you need more, you know where to find me. I'm nearly always at work. Goodbye.
That is a cool looking set of armor. Alright, I mean, we could be doing better as far as weight, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be either. My God.
The Liturgy of Affliction, a collection of the writings of Vexus Velurin, transcribed by Aeneas Gale. Dearest reader, the tome that you hold in your hand is a chronicle of pain, of torment, and of discovery. In these memoirs, I shall impart to you an autobiography of a foolish and failed attempt to achieve a great power. Walk with me as I break the bonds of propriety, throw off the restraints of the ancient laws of the arcane, and cast aside the bonds of magical ethics. For contained herein, you shall find the dying words of Vexus Velurin.
I think we've read this before, but...
Let it be known to you, loyal reader, that I remain until my dying moment a student of Magicka, but I am no typical apprentice, am I? I am one who has forged a unique path to the deeper understanding of the mechanics of Magicka. Through the infliction of destruction magic upon my own flesh, I have accomplished more than any student before me has. It is by that folly that I come to you now, lucid as ever. Fully alert in my faculties and fully cognizant of the sacrifices that I made in my quest. I have long since lost the capacity to feel any physical sensation beyond absolute agony. I become so accustomed to it, so detached from the feeling that to me pain is simply always there. You do not think of the air around you as a sensation, do you? How is it, you ask, that I came to be what I am? It began innocently enough. I was once a healer, one of the most promising students of the temple. Which one? Doesn't matter. I was eventually expelled. Fools. You see, we had a number of patients interned in our humble sanctuary who had been infected with the red fever. My attempts to use the magical arts to turn the disease on itself were less than successful in their early stages. For trying to find a cure, I was cast out. It was not long after my exile that I discovered the means to eradicate infection using the destructive energies of Magicka. In my explorations of the School of Destruction, I discovered that by pulling the elemental energies through my own body, I was able to increase the raw output of energy. From the experience of a lightning bolt surging through my own body, I was able to deepen my understanding of the raw forces of Magicka. At first, the pain was bearable. I directed only a minor amount of the energy back in towards myself. I learned to couple the destruction with the restorative energies. It helped to abate the damage done to my body, but did nothing to stop the pain itself. As my tolerance for the pain increased, I began to channel more and more through my own body. My understanding of destruction outgrew my knowledge of restoration. While it could still lessen the damage, it could not stop it. My skin became charred and blackened. It dried, flaked off, and cracked. I stunk of cooked meat, but I could not resist the draw of more and more energy. I became like a skooma fiend of the worst sort. I no longer used magic for any practical purpose. I simply sought out more and more energy. I relished the pain, anticipated the moment when the energy and the pain would wash over me as one, freezing my flesh, burning it beyond recognition. My skin became a network of scars, sores, lesions, and burns, but it was never enough. Never. I needed more. More pain, more power. I lost my sight. My eyes melted into boiling pools of vitreous humor, so hot that they left streaks of blistered skin as they ran down my face like burning tears. My right hand froze solid and shattered into 1,000 pieces when I carelessly bashed it against a door jamb. In terror, once I realized what had happened. The bones of both my legs shattered outward like broken glass, shredding the flesh and muscle surrounding them. While this may sound like a fate of terrible consequence, my dearest reader, I can assure you that you will never know what it is to be a creature of flesh and bone like I have. You will never have the degree of knowledge of the frailty of the flesh that I have grown to know. I achieved a level of understanding of Magicka beyond that of the Grand Masters of the Guild, but that accomplishment pales in comparison to the grander discoveries that this experience has bestowed upon me. People like you think that pain is to be avoided, hidden from, feared. Through my suffering and the numbness that now robs me of the ability to feel it, I can say this to you. Pain is a simple factor of human existence. It affords us the opportunity to feel, to appreciate the temporary shell that our spirits occupy. Pain is the greatest gift that the gods have ever given mortal man. And now, as I tell you this story by way of a scribe, I am a stump of a man, wrapped in seeping bandages, never to know with pleasure again. Even still, I have but one message to impart to you. Embrace what you are. Glory to Lord Sheogorath, for he has opened my eyes. I've claimed my reward. Hyrus was such a lonely fellow, I doubt even burglars would visit him, so his jewelry box and cupboard looked like safe places to store items I've collected. I've wanted to die for quite some time. Things just aren't going right. Never have gone right, really. No one seems to care either, nor even notice I exist. Not that I'd have much to say even if someone had wanted to be my friend. I'd make a lousy friend anyway. I'm probably even boring the person reading this. I'm certainly boring myself. Not that anyone will ever find this note. Oh, but if they do... If they do, it means that I've been granted my greatest wish, to be released from this mortal coil. This isn't a suicide note, no. That would mean I've taken my own life, and we all know what that means. Who wants that kind of existence? To be reborn on a hill every day, reset as if nothing ever happened. That's even worse than the life I'm living. Life I've lived. Yes, yes, yes. I'm sure I'm happy now. The dead me, me writing this note isn't happy at all. I never have been happy, really. Anyway, the purpose of this note is to say to the man or woman who has killed me, thank you. All I really have is this queer little ring. A wizard gave it to me once. It said I reminded him of his dead son. I guess I resemble his dead son even more now. Anyway, he said that he would make me happy, lift the weight of the world off my shoulders or some such thing. Come to think of it, it's the only time anyone has ever given me anything. Personally, I think the thing is worthless, just like me. I tried it for a while, the happiness ring, but eventually I couldn't wear it anymore. It made me feel odd, not myself. I didn't like feeling that way, so I locked it away. It's pretty enough, though. It might fetch a few gold coins at the merchant. Sorry to not leave more behind, but my life never really amounted to much anyway, did it? Yours very truly, Hyrus Clitumnus, deceased.
I actually feel rather bad for the fellow. Looks like he tried a few runs of that.
How may I serve?
Really hard to get a read on what time of day it is. I know I can use it in the menus, but...
What? Do you have business in the House of Dementia?
I do.
You wish to see Lady Syl, do you? The lady has refused any and all appointments of late. You'd have to try to find her on your own, and I don't recommend that course of action.
Still want one.
You wish to see Lady Syl, do you? The lady has refused any and all appointments of late. You'd have to try to find her on your own, and I don't recommend that course of action. All right. See you.
What are you doing here? Why do you approach the Duchess of Dementia? Do you seek death?
I seek the Duchess of Dementia. I do need to step away for a minute again. Again, I apologize for the interruptions, but it's related to the hour. I need to refill my tea and just generally warm up. step away for one more minute again when the kettle boils, but I was told to find you.
You're the one the mad god sent, aren't you? Then you're safe for now. Speak to no one unless I instruct you to. None of them can be trusted. Do you hear me? None!
Even the mad god?
Surrounded by traitors and spies I am. Always, always. They watch and wait, eager to slip a knife into my spine when I'm not looking.
Who's spying on you?
Could be all of them. Every last one. None can be trusted. But they'll never take me down. Never! I'll see them all rotting in shallow graves before I let my guard down. You will help me. Yes, yes, you will be most useful.
How can I help?
You're going to find out who knows. You're going to learn who keeps secrets, who conspires against me. You will be my Grand Inquisitor. Expose the conspirators and they will be punished, I assure you. Find out who keeps secrets and what they are. Speak with Herdier. He will help you. Do you understand what is required of you? If no one is found, you will be held responsible.
I've been tasked with finding the people conspiring against Lady Syl. I need to find and speak to Herder. He can always be found at the torture chamber in the House of Dementia.
What brings you to this delightful corner of the House of Dementia? How may I help you?
Here for a torture session. No. I am the Grand Inquisitor.
Are you? I'd expected an entrance with a bit more flair. Ah well, perhaps you'll grow into the role. One can hope. Now, we've got much to do. Lady Syl is not a patient woman, as I'm sure you've seen. Shall we begin?
What are we supposed to do?
Isn't it obvious? We need to search through Crucible, looking for these traitors. Talk to whomever might have information. If they're reluctant to help, you just say the word and I'll do my best to persuade them. Really, we should be going. Her ladyship expects results.
Herder has agreed to accompany me. I need to speak with people in Crucible for information about this supposed conspiracy. Perhaps starting with those close to Syl would be useful.
What do you want?
See anything? What do you know of the conspiracy?
I don't know anything about a conspiracy.
Very well, you shall be spared.
Oh, thank you. Walk with our Lord.
I am Kiflin, steward of Lady Syl. Unless you have reason to be here, your presence is unwelcome.
Alright, well, my kettle's boiling, so we're gonna ask you about the conspiracy in a minute.
No conspiracies here. Go pester someone else.
I don't like your attitude. Liar! Herder! Torture him!
Please, no!
I swear I know nothing about a conspiracy.
Liar! Herder!
Please, no! All right, please, just stop. I don't know anything specific, but Anya has been looking scared lately. More scared than usual. I think something's going on with her. Now please, leave me alone! I've told you everything I know, I swear!
I've been told that Anya Herrick may know something about a conspiracy. I should find an interrogator.
Take care.
What do you want, Inquisitor? What?
I'm Anya Herrick. I serve Lady Syl, and she allows me to remain protected within the House of Dementia. I'm so grateful to her. Please, go on.
What do you know about a conspiracy?
What? No, I don't know anything about anything. I'm sorry. I can't help you.
Liar!
Please, no!
Should I get out of the way?
Please, I'm not involved. I didn't do anything. They wanted me to get them close to Syl, but I couldn't abide them.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Not for sure. Mazada came to me, said that Syl needed to be removed, and that I was supposed to help them, or else. I would be far too afraid to turn on Syl. But I couldn't turn them in, either, because they might come after me. Please, you must do something.
Anything else?
All I know. It was Mazada. I don't know anything more, I swear it.
Surprisingly cool about this.
Anya Herrick has named Mazada as being involved in some sort of plot against Lady Syl. I should find and speak to him.
What do you want, Inquisitor?
Are you involved?
So much to do, so little time left to do it.
Didn't I just buy you some time?
Good food helps keep you healthy. For most people, anyway. Take care. Wish I could.
You haven't seen that filthy cat beggar, have you?
Who's Bisha the Khajiit?
Yes, he's the one. Isn't he scary? I wish someone would just make him disappear.
He has every right to be there.
I bet you're a cat lover, too. Watch for them. It's gone. All of it gone. Have you seen any of it? Any of my things? The others, they think I'm stealing, but I just want my things back.
What do you know about a conspiracy?
I'm afraid I have no idea what you are talking about. Please, no! You may continue to do your worst, Inquisitor, but unless you have some evidence of this preposterous conspiracy, you get nothing from me. I told you, I don't know anything. You can't prove a thing.
Liar!
Please, no!
Mazada refuses to give me any more information. I need evidence that he's involved. I should speak to the citizens of Crucible to learn more.
So much to do, so little time left to do it.
What do you know of Ushnargro Shadbagor?
Yeah. He eats here. Terrified of cats, though. His dog can be a terror. I once saw him sick it on a guy who tried to steal the dog's food. He told me the dog can smell its food on anyone. I should not let that dog tear that poor Khajiit apart.
I don't know anything about a conspiracy.
Ah, your cough went away. Liar!
Please, no!
You may continue to do your worst, Inquisitor, but unless you have some evidence of this preposterous conspiracy, you'll get nothing from me. I told you. Please. Oh.
I mean, he was just asking for it at that point.
So little time left to do it.
I don't know anything about a conspiracy.
Liar!
Please, no!
You may continue to do your worst, Inquisitor, but unless you have some evidence of this preposterous conspiracy, you'll get nothing from me. Take care.
So much to do, so little time left to do it.
I don't know anything. Torturing a sickly old woman? Are you trying to kill me? I don't know anything. Not for certain. I hear that Mazada has been seen talking to Sil's guard captain Nelvine, but I haven't seen them. Not wise for me to be outside late at night. Too easy to catch another cold. But if the rumors are true, you should keep an eye out for them. Oh, leave me alone. I've got enough wrong with me already. I don't need new wounds to add to my troubles.
Thank you.
I've been told that Mazada has been meeting with Neraline late at night in Crucible. I'll need to find them and listen in on their conversation.
Alright, you're kind of an asshole.
Hi. Kneecaps, go for the knees.
What on earth?
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, that's gonna hurt!
Hit her harder. You haven't seen that filthy cat beggar, have you? Take care.
Kneecaps, go for the knees!
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Ah! Kneecaps, go for the knees!
Please, no more.
We're good.
You've got what you need from me. I can't tell you anything more.
Take care.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Don't hold back!
Kneecaps, go for the knees.
I mean, I already thought it was night, but
Blessings, citizen.
Greetings.
Greetings.
What do you want, Inquisitor?
What do you want? I don't know anything about a conspiracy.
fire!
Please, no! Please, no more. I don't know anything about a conspiracy.
Fire!
Please, no! Please, no more. I don't know anything about a conspiracy.
Fine.
Oh, thank you. Walk with our Lord.
So I suppose the challenge here is that I don't quite know. So it's 9 p.m. I'm just really not sure what else I should be doing right now.
Speak quickly, mortal.
Kneecaps, go for the knees.
Kneecaps, go for the knees!
Some pretty good tradecraft on the part of the torturer, just running in front of the subject like that. This does pose something of a problem if I'm just supposed to be sitting outside of his house.
How may I serve?
Actually, my favorite thing to do here would be to summon, who is it? Haskell. And interrogate him. Ah.
How may I serve?
I hope he died. Ah! Well, that's a story and a half right there, isn't it? How was your trip?
Have you made any progress? Will Anya assist us?
Shh, we are not alone. It's not safe to speak. Go before someone sees us.
Oh, come on. It's like the first time it actually bothers about me being stealthy and I'm walking in front of it to try and trigger it. Oh crap.
Ah!
So after all that goofing around, I might have missed the meeting.
Have you made any progress? Will Anya assist us?
No, that blasted Inquisitor got to her. We'll need to find someone else.
See that you do so immediately. This is the one task which you were assigned. If you cannot complete it, you will be removed. Are we clear?
I will. I want to see Syl dead just as much as you do. She cannot be allowed to survive after what she's done. It's despicable.
Good. I shall expect a progress report soon. And keep your head down. The Inquisitor must not become involved.
I've overheard Mazada and Nelrine speaking. I need to confront Mazada with this information.
Surprise!
Ah, you again. Have you seen any of Mazada's things? A shiny spoon or a broken bottle? I can't find them.
What do you know of the conspiracy?
I've told you, I don't know anything. You can't prove a thing.
I heard you talking to Nelrine.
What? It's for the good of Crucible. You must see that. Please, spare me. I'll do anything.
Who else is involved?
I don't know besides Nelrine. She is taking orders from someone, but won't tell me who. If I find out, will you promise to spare me?
Very well, bring me names.
Oh, thank you. You are too kind. I shall bring you names, I promise. Meet me in my house tomorrow at midnight. I'll have the information for you.
What else do you know?
I've agreed to help you already. Torturing me further will do you no good. Take care.
What do you want? I hope for your sake you are not accusing me of anything.
I heard you talking to Mazada.
Did you? And you have proof of this? No, you don't, do you? Well, then you'll get nothing out of me.
Liar, murder, torture.
Please, no!
Nelrine is denied involvement in any sort of conspiracy. I will need to be more persuasive with her or find direct evidence that she's involved.
Your efforts are futile. You will get nothing from me. You have no proof.
You idiot!
Your efforts are... Walk with our Lord.
Speak quickly, Morgan. Speak quickly. Go.
Just trying to find an inn.
What do you need? See you later.
And I need a bed.
Stay for a while and stay away from my wife. You want to stay here for a night, eh? Just for sleeping. You keep to yourself, mind your business, and stay away from my wife. The room is 20 gold for the night. You want to stay or not?
I'll take it.
Good. The room is on the second floor, right across from the stairs. Sleep soundly. Goodbye. Blessings of the Mad God. We may be in the choosy beggar, but here you can eat like a king. Take care. What do you need? See you later.
I'm just trying to find his wife.
Yes, poor big head will never find the fork. Correlation. I'm not sure it even exists.
Yes,
How do you do, my lady?
the hunger is one of Lord Sheogorath's favorite pets. Come back for a drink.
Books of Bliss has quite a selection. If it's books you're looking for, it's the only place to go.
Halt, lawbreaker.
Oh, come
Lord
on.
Sheogorath.
Poor big head will never find the fork or regulation. I'm not sure it even exists.
This is kind of dumb to do because obviously there's so many other things that I could be doing with the day, but I'd rather not have the Inquisitor hovering around me.
Hi there, Sparkles. The hunger is one of Lord Sheogorath's favorite pets. It is a glory.
Speak quickly, mortal.
Just letting the time pass by. Gotta save before I quote-unquote break into a house at this point, because oh, I might actually go back.
Found Mazada dead in his home. I should see if he was holding any evidence of this conspiracy.
You know what? No. I'll lock into my own choices.
Found the key on Mazada's body. He has hidden evidence somewhere that may help my investigation. I'll need to find it. I found the items in Mazada hid in his house in the upstairs cupboard. The evidence points to Nellarine, and I should confront her about it. The cupboard is where I found the evidence. Looks like it would be a safe place to store items I've collected, but I wouldn't trust any others there. I haven't got much time. She's coming for me. Nellarine asked me to hold on to this sword, said I should give it to Anya and have her do the deed, but Anya wouldn't. Now maybe it can find better use as evidence. Syl will recognize it. Myrrine is in charge. She's the one telling Nellarine what to do. If I'm not around, I hope that this is enough evidence to bring her in. I hope I'm alive to see it.
Oops.
What do you want? You have no proof. You cannot hold me accountable for anything.
I have your ceremonial sword.
And with it, you'll do what? I'm not even the one you want. Myrrine is behind it. You'll need solid proof to pin it on her. You already know my part in this. There is nothing more to say.
Nerline has admitted to being involved in the conspiracy. I now have enough evidence to confront Murine.
Walk with our Lord.
I am clearly missing something here.
Greetings.
As always, the rules seem to be a bit weird on this.
I'm Murine. If you have any secrets, I'm the one to tell. I won't share them with anyone but my family. Unless they're good ones, that is.
Tell me about this conspiracy.
I see you've done quite a bit of work to track me down. Yes, I orchestrated it. Syl deserves to die a painful death for turning on all of us and consorting with our enemies. Go ahead, do what you will. Nothing matters now.
Tell me more.
Haven't you got what you need? Shouldn't you be running off to tattle like a good little servant?
Well, if you insist.
By the nine divines, can't a woman get a moment to herself? Leave me!
So I'm just going to take a second to chat with one of the guards to make sure I'm not, I'm not in trouble.
Blessings, citizen. Mad God's blessings.
Alright, cool. Don't have to turn myself in. I have to do this because I want to see if it works, but
Greetings.
What news do you have to report, Inquisitor? Have you found who is responsible?
Murine was behind it.
Is that so? I shall have her brought to the torture chamber at once. Meet me there shortly.
Lady Syl has asked me to meet her in the torture chamber. I should travel there immediately.
guys were quick.
Yes? See you.
You've chosen a side, little one. You'll get what's coming to you eventually. You've confessed to attempting to kill me, I understand. The penalty for this treachery is death, and is to be carried out immediately. Ah! You see now what happens when those who oppose me fail, which they always do. I'm pleased with your work, Inquisitor. As a token of my appreciation, I shall spare your life and make you a courtier of Dementia. In addition, accept this bow. May your enemies fear you and never know from where or with what enchantment you shall strike. I'm what?
Now that I've become a member of the courts of both Dukes of Madness, I should return to Sheogorath and report my progress.
So Ruin's Edge is lighter, but it's also less fixed damage and random. I mean, random spell effects are fun, but not the sort of thing I want to rely on for combat.
Always a pleasure.
Well, well, you've experienced both shades of madness. Wonderful. You seem fulfilled. Full of fill. Bursting at the seams. Seamless. Now, to the meat of your endeavor. The crux of the situation. The reason for your being here. And the likely cause of your death.
What do you mean?
You'll be stopping the Grey March, altering the course of events, breaking the cycle! A fly in the ointment, a new cause for a different effect. We're going to change things. No! Things will be different this time around. You'll be my champion. You'll grow powerful. You'll grow to be... me. Prince of Madness, a new Sheogorath. Or you'll die trying. I love that about you.
Why me?
Because you seem a nice enough sort. And you've made it this far. And if you don't, I'll swallow your soul and vomit it into the ever-filling chamber pot of the ageless. But mostly because I asked nicely.
How can I be a Daedric prince?
A fair question. You won't really. At least I don't think so, but you'll have power. My power. Try not to lose it. It's a pain to replace. But for all intents and purposes, you'll be me. A me to fight the him, since I won't be around. It's simple, really, if you don't think about it.
Where will you be?
Well, not here. Didn't I say that? I'm never here when Jiggalag walks. It's one of the rules. I've told you too much for now. Listen to me. Prattle on. I can see your mortal brain straining. We'll talk more later.
What's next?
Now, you've seen the great torch that burns brightly over New Sheogorath. No, because it doesn't. It should, but it doesn't. You'll fix that. You'll go to Sylarn and bring back the Flame of Agnon to relight the torch. Oh, and take care with my minions at Sylarn. In their eternal quest to please me,
They're constantly fighting over Sylarn. It can be tiresome, but really, it's divine. Divinely tiresome. Well, that's your problem now. Off with you. I don't want to see you again until the Great Torch is lit. I wouldn't want to have to hurt you much. Oh, don't forget to make use of dear Haskell. Between you and me, if he's not summoned 3 or 4 times a day, I don't think he feels appreciated.
Tell me more about Sylarn.
That's where you're going to get the Flame of Agnon. Do you listen to anything I say? Do your ears work? If not, I can find use for them. Go and fetch the flame. Bring it to the Cecellum. Light the Great Torch. How are you going to be me if you can't even do what me tells you?
And the Flame of Agnon?
It's what's used to light the Great Torch. Haven't we covered this? You'll find it in Sylarn, guarded by my saints and seducers.
And the torch?
The Great Torch shines brightly above New Sheogorath, a beacon of hope for all the citizens. Except it doesn't! It's gone out! Happens every time the Grey March begins, which it has. Makes all of my subjects uneasy, tense, homicidal, some of them at least. We need to get that torch relit before the place falls apart.
Tell me about the Grey March again.
Aren't you the curious one? You know what they say about curiosity, though.
It avoids XP.
It killed the intrepid adventurer who really should just be doing exactly what I say at all times! You're going to stop the Grey March by becoming me. Or a version of me. You'll be powerful. Powerful enough to stop Jigalag.
Who's Jigalag?
He's on his way. So I'm on my way out. It's terribly inconvenient, don't you think? You're going to stop him, though. And the first thing to do is to make my people feel safe. Otherwise, they tend to go work for him. It's annoying to tell the truth. A bit hurtful. But they do it every time. Join up with the enemy and become priests of order.
What about these obelisks that keep showing up?
They're getting more active every day. Not a good sign. You know what would be a good sign? Free sweet rolls! Ho, ho, ho! Who wouldn't like that? Shut them down where you can, and make sure to kill the priest you see around them. If you don't, they can reactivate the obelisk.
And the priests?
They're the worst of all. My own subjects, working for the enemy. It's enough to make an old Daedric prince get all weepy. It doesn't help that they're the ones who make the obelisks work. A little chanting, a little ritual, and poof, Knights of Order. Bad news. Kill them when you see them, but don't touch the corpse until they're really dead, which they aren't until you deactivate the obelisk. Come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes!
Yes, is there something you require?
Can you tell me more about the Flame of Agnon?
The Flame of Agnon can only be lit by the immortal servants of Sheogorath, the Golden Saints and dark seducers of his creation. In normal times, Sheogorath would simply command it, and his servants would leap to sacrifice themselves upon the altars of rapture and despair. But alas, the times are not normal, and Sheogorath has given you this task without the authority to command it. I'm afraid you may have to be a little bit clever.
And the torch?
Ah, the Great Torch. It is a symbol of Sheogorath's power and a source of great comfort for the citizens of New Sheoth. Unfortunately, the torch has gone out. For eternity, this has heralded the start of the Grey March. Lord Sheogorath, in his wisdom, wishes for you to relight the torch to help ease the worries of the populace.
Tell me more about the Grey March.
It is underway, but my lord does not wish for you to confront it directly yet. First, the realm and its citizens must be attended to.
And Jigalag?
It is... Yes, he will soon march across the land, destroying all that stands in his path. It's a frightening prospect. Many of our citizens are delicate. They can't cope with the prospect, and they defect to the forces of Jigalag, becoming priests of order.
Tell me about the obelisks.
I fear they grow in power as the Grey March progresses. More and more Knights of Order make their way into the Isles. The priests of order are the key. They summon the knights at the obelisks.
And tell me more about the priests.
A bad lot. Traitors. You'll find them near the obelisks that dot the land. They perform rituals at the obelisks to summon knights to the realm. Their link to Jigalag gives them power. As long as their obelisk is active, they cannot truly be killed. My work is never done.
Sheogorath wants me to relight the great torch of New Sheoth. I need to go to the ruins of Cylorn, kindle the flame of Agnon there, and return with its holy fire. Sheogorath warned me that the Golden Saints and Dark Seducers who guard the shrine often fight each other, so I should proceed cautiously.
Where is this thing? Alright, that seems like a bit of a walk. So I gotta be honest with you, the last few episodes have been shorter than I wanted, and I know this one, it's really just 2 hours. I gotta get my sleep schedule and recording schedule in shape. And I don't think that there is any benefit to me trying to push this out for another hour when we're actually at a fairly good closing time. So I think I'm going to call this here. I know it's not been the most consistent lately. I'm going to work on that, and hopefully the next one will be in shape. So, sorry about that. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week.